Welcome to Microsoft Power Automate training videos. In this video, we'll discuss about embedding the HTML code in the email template or email body. And also we'll discuss how to create an item in another list. For example, once we create an item, then the same properties I want to copy and I want to create a item in another list using the same properties we can able to create using Power Automate. That we'll discuss, and also we'll discuss how to delete the item using Power Automate flow. So for that, I'm going back to the flow which we created in the previous video. So here I am just trying to start this flow when an item is created, and after that I'm reading the item using get item, so it will read all the properties of that item. And then after that I'm just checking a condition here, the department label is equal to admin, then I'm sending an email. So in this email, so which is like we have a very formal text here. For example, if you want to make something bold, like, so I have this thanks, and I want to make this as bold, I can able to do that. And also we have a couple of options here also to modify this email template, as well as we have another option to modify something here. For example, if you want to put a link here, you can able to put a link from here. So when you click this one, now it is asking for link title, and I'll just give a site URL here. Click here to go to list. Then so this is a city list, right? So this we have tried earlier also. I'm just trying to get that city list, and I'll copy the URL of that list, and then we'll give the link target here. And if you want to open link in a new tab, you can click this one, you can click add. Now this is here, you can make this bold, or you can increase the size as well. I'll increase this size to 14, and we have a couple of options, like you want to make italic, underline. So we have some other option also. It is color picker, which is, and if you want to pick the color, you can. And we have this bullet option also available. I'll remove this bullet, so which is not removing. I'll click this one, which will remove. So number option is there, alignment is there, and finally we have this option, so which is code view. So when I click this code view, now I can able to see everything. Like, it starts with a paragraph, and there is a break, and there is a space here, and there is one more break, and here we have a href, and everything is here, which is coming in the code. So if you want to write any other code, for example, I want to write I want to give some header in the top. I'll give header as well. I'll use some break here, and here I'll write some h1 tag, and here city list item created, and I'll close this h1 tag, so which will come in the header, like which would be in a header one. So the same way, if you want to write any other code here, you can able to write. And here also, for example, you want to implement a bold tag, I'll make a bold tag here, and then I close that bold here. And so if you know well, if you are well in the HTML code, you can write whatever you want here instead of taking from the text. So just before we have the text, and we have a little editor in the top to make this, like to make the bold and to change the color, something like that, we have an option. The same way, if you convert this into a code view, and you can able to write whatever the things you have, whatever the code and you can design this one. You can write the table, for example, and I want to keep this in a table, I can able to write the table also here. I'll write table here, and then use a tr here, and then you can use a TD here, and then you can write here. You can close your TD, and then you can open one more TD here, and then you can close the TD here as well, and then you can close the TR here. So this way you can able to write the table coding. So I'll copy this one, we'll write one more TD here, we'll close the TD, and we'll open the TD, and again we'll close the TD. So this is more like an HTML editor. You can able to write your HTML code is here in this. After city, I'll paste this one. After this one, I'll close the TD, and we forgot to close the TD here, and then you can close the TR as well. So if you want to apply any CSS to this, you can able to apply the CSS as well. And I'll copy paste this one, and then finally we'll close the table, and each and every row we have to open the new TR, which we forgot. Okay, so we have opened table, and we have closed, and we have opened the TR, and we have closed, and TR open and closed, open and closed. Everything looks good, and I'm not going to write much code here. If you want to write anything, you can try. Once you can write the CSS code on the table as well, you can try it out. And here when we expand this one, so there is an advanced settings option here. When you click this one, and you can able to see the from. If you want to add the from address here, you can able to add, but this needs a connection. I'll tell you what exactly the connection is and how it will be helpful. And every time when you send this information, and it is sending with the connection which we logged into the Power Automate flows, you can able to send this flow with a different account as well, that we'll discuss in the upcoming sessions. Now here we only have the two address, and if you want to add any CC or by CC, you can able to add here. And here also we have an options of attachment, and the first one is attachment name, and the second one is attachment content. But we are currently not attaching anything to this email, so it's not required. In the upcoming sessions we can able to see. Now here the sensitivity option is available. The sensitivity, we are not declared any sensitivity labels, so that's why it's not showing up anything here. And the reply to address, and if you want to add any reply to address, you can able to add the reply to address, and the importance which is normal, or if you want to make it low or high importance, you can select that importance as well. So these are the options are available in the send email v2, and we'll discuss a couple of other options also required here. So like we have the connection concept. We'll discuss about the connection concept, and we'll try to attach the names, and we'll try to attach the content in the upcoming videos. I'll explain how it will be useful to send the attachments in the email. So I just updated this one. Now we'll try to run this flow with the recent triggers. Now I'll take this one and I'll save and run, and we'll see how the email content would be. So it will take a couple of seconds. Meanwhile, what I'll do is I'll try to open this Outlook. So once we open this Outlook, and earlier you can able to see, and which is sent an email like this: hi support, thank you for creating a new item in the city list, and please find below details. And the details is coming like this, and everything is same, but we'll see how the new email will looks like. we'll wait, and I hope which is your flow run successfully, and you can able to see, and this is run successfully. And if we go back to here, the condition, so which is giving a false statement. I don't know recently which item we have run. I think we have run on the a different item, I hope. So I'll take this one. We'll try to test this one. Okay, now we got an email. So now we'll see the difference between these two emails. Now here we have city list item created, and we have this support in a bold, and we have the link as well here, and we have this title admin department now, which is something different than this. You can able to see which is something different than this. So this way you can able to design. Now this is also bold, and we have written this one in the code, and what we written which is coming like this. So this way you can able to modify your email template. This email template you can able to modify. Now you can able to see which is coming with h1 tag, and we have the tables, and we have the trs and tds. Everything is here in this send email. Now what I'll do is, now I want to create a new item in a different list. Before creating a new item, we need to have a same type of list, so it's easy to create items into that. So for that, what I'll do is I'm going back to home page, or I'll go back to the site contents. Now from the site contents, I want to create a new list. Now I'm clicking list, and here we have blank list from Excel. We have from existing list concept. When I click this existing list, I can able to see all the lists which are available inside this site. And also you want to take it from another site also, you can able to take, and you can able to create a new list in this site. But I want to take this cities test list, and I'll click next. I'm giving a new name called flow data, and then I'll click flow data which is already available, and flow items I'll give. So I'll try to create this one. So when I create this list, and it contains the same type of content types and same type of columns, but it will not pull the data from the list, which is an empty list which takes the same template of city list. Now I want to create a new list. For example, if somebody is trying to create an item which is the department is equal to admin, I don't want to create an item. I want to create an item if it is not equal to admin. So I click this one. We'll try to search for create item. Now here we have this create item action. I'll take that create item action. Now when I click this one, it will load all the sites, and this is the site which we want to work on, and the list name is, which is a flow items. Now we'll go back to the advanced options. In the advanced option, and title, I want to take it from this title, and the department value I want to take it. Now here we have admin copy of data, and we have a enter custom value option. Now I'll take this department's value, and anniversary from the anniversary, and birthday also I'll take from get item, which is a birthday, and car phone also I'm gonna take from there, or I'll search for it, and which is car phone, and city also I'll search from the dynamic content itself. I'll take the city, and data value, which is also from data info value, and finally content type ID. So I don't want to prefer any content type ID here, which is not a mandatory. So when we click the advanced options, also nothing gonna show here. So this is what it is doing, is it is getting the data, and if the department is not equal to admin, then it is going to create a new item. So we'll test this one. For that, I'm saving this flow. So once we save this flow, we can able to utilize it. Now we'll go back to the site contents from here. Here we have city test list, and this city test list I'm taking this department content type. We'll try to create a title as flow data, and city will take Hyderabad, and car phone will take 04012334455, something like that, and which is a string, and we'll take this anniversary date, and we'll take this per day, and we'll take this department. At this point of time I'm not gonna take admin, I'll take management, and click apply. And I'm not gonna add any attachment here. We'll try to save this one. Now the new item is here. I'll try to duplicate this one. We'll go back to site contents, and the new list is flow items. I'll click this one. So there is no item yet. We'll wait for a while, and I hope it will create a new item in this list. Sometimes it will take a couple of seconds, sometimes it will take 1 or 2 minutes. Now it's created. Now you can able to see the new item is created in the flow items. The title is department, approval status, and so on, so. Here what I want is a new item is created. Now I'll try to edit this current view. Now we'll try to add 2 more columns here, which is created by and modified by columns. Click OK. Now when you come back, and if you see this one created by and modified by support account, why this is taking this support account? Because I have created this flow, and this action is running with this support account. You can see my connection support@rishansolutions.com. So which means this is running with the context of the user who created this flow. So that's why the create item created by and modified by also coming with the username who is in the connection of this particular action. So of course, if you have another connection, another user connection, if you take that another user connection, it will it will create with that specific account. Now we'll discuss one more action here. We try to read the item using a get item. We try to update the or edit the item using update item action, and also we have created a new item using create item, and finally we left out with the one more action called delete item. So here we have this delete item concept. Now I'll take the same site, which is modern site for demo, and I'll take the same list which is called city list. Now the ID also will take the current item ID. Now we are done with this action. We are not going to do anything on this one. For example, if you are creating an item which is not equal to, which department is not equal to admin, then I want to create an item in another list, then I want to delete that item from the original list which is in the city list. I'll save this one. We'll go back to this city list. In this list I'm trying to create one more item here, which is named as red, and then city is Mumbai, car phone number which is, I'll give something like 0987654321, and data info I'll give something like which is a test. And now we'll take this anniversary date as 26th, and date of birth is 24th. Now this point of time I'll take copy of management and click apply, and try to save this one. Now the data is created here. We'll try to refresh this one. It will take a couple of seconds to complete this flow. Meanwhile, I'll open this flow items. If you refresh this one, no, the item is not created yet. We'll wait for a while. The flow will run and it will create an item here, and then it will delete the item from the original list. Okay, we'll wait for a while then. Okay, now the item is copied here. We can able to see red. The department is copy of management, and the details also coming as expected. And if you go here and once you refresh this one, and finally the item is not deleted yet, we'll see what error we got. If it is not deleted in that, it might pass some error in the flow. We'll see that error and we'll try to resolve that if we have any error. I'm going back here. The flow is run successfully. Now you can able to see the item is created, which is perfect. And then I'll go back to here and I'll check this delete item, and the ID is 2. The ID of the item is 2 because, and we have taken a wrong item for deletion. So that's the problem. That is the main problem. And we have taken an ID, but I think we have taken an ID from the create item. So that's why we that item is not deleted in this. It might be deleted, but it deleted a wrong item. So here we have selected this ID, but we need to select the ID from the get item, or we need to select the ID from when an item created. So I'm selecting this one. Now I'll save this one. The flow is ready to test. Now we'll create a new item here. Now I'll create something called yellow, and we'll give a name, city as Bangalore, and phone number 08098765431, and I'll take string, and we'll take 25, and date of birth will take something like 30th, and here at this point of time we'll take which is management. Now click apply and click save. Okay, whenever you are creating a flows, whenever you are taking a couple of actions, and it sometimes we might confuse on the naming convention, and the create item also have an ID, get item also have an ID, when an item creator also having an ID. So which one you are gonna delete, and you have to take from that particular action only. So if you are taking from on a different action, the ID number will be different, so it will not delete the exact item. Now I'll go back here. We'll see the yellow is created here, and yellow is available here as well. Now I'll try to refresh this one. Now in the bottom you cannot able to see yellow, only the red is available, the yellow item is not available, which is deleted from here. If you want to check that, you can go back to list settings. No, I'm sorry, if you want to check that deleted item, you can go back to site information, and you can click this view all site settings, and then if you go back to recycle bin, so in the recycle bin, this RS item is deleted earlier because the RS item ID is 2, and now yellow item also deleted here from the CT test list. Just before also we have run the flow, and that time it is deleted another item called RS instead of deleting a red, because we have taken a different action ID. So that's why the ID number is 2, and this item ID number is 2. That's why it is deleted. Now the yellow item is deleted, and it is created a new item here in the flow items. This way we can able to get the items, we can able to update the items, we can able to create the items, and we can able to delete the items in a SharePoint list. And we have a couple of actions to perform something like approvals, and also we have a couple of actions to create a variable, to update the variable, that we'll discuss in the upcoming videos.